All right, so let's do it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my comb. You're gonna use your comb and your brush a lot throughout this process. For my barbers out there that are maybe checking this out, you know you're a good barber because you always got a brush or a comb in hand or on standby ready to go, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush down my beard to the style that I'm going for, the look that I'm going for. You know, some guys want like that V. You'll have to cut a little differently if you want to do that. I like just like straight up Viking style, you know, down, wide, and just kind of square it off around it, maybe slightly at the bottom. I don't like that whole like V thing. It's just not for me. So I comb this down to kind of like what it's going to look like. And then what we're looking at right now is we're looking for like the stray areas that are popping out. Okay. So once I get the shape and the form that I'm going for, I'm gonna grab now, I use my edgers on my head, now we're going to the clippers. Anytime you're doing big cutting, when you're gonna knock out some bulk, you need your clippers. Do not use your edgers for that, you're gonna overwork them, okay? So again, everything is oiled, clean, and adjusted. A little side note, there's a little adjustment lever on the side of every clipper. The more open it is, when you push down, it opens up the teeth. When you do that, it's gonna leave the hair longer. When we pull it down, it closes the teeth. It's gonna give you a closer, tighter cut. We are gonna play with some adjustment sums, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the guard. I already know on my beard how I like to go, but I'm gonna exaggerate for this video for you guys. So I went with a pretty big guard with a number 6, which is also, I wanna say it's 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 or 19 millimeters. I just call it a 6, it's a 6. So I'm gonna get my number 6 guard, pop it on there, make sure it's secure. And now open it up so it's now a 6.5, okay? So now that it's a 6.5, I'm gonna run it down my beard. This is important. Going back to like not digging into your beard, like just how we didn't want to cut ourselves with the edgers, I don't want to cut into my beard unless it's a look that you're going for, but me personally, I don't want to do that, okay? So I'm gonna ride along the side of my cheekbone, down to my jawline. So imagine this is the head and this is like where the jawline is, right? We want to ride smoothly down, and as we come down, we're going to continue that ride, okay? See if I can do it with the white in the background. We're going to ride smoothly down and continue that ride. Because if you go down and you're digging in, pushing as you do this, you're going to, now I've just hacked into my beard. So if that was my beard and these clippers were on, I would now, whoop, once I get in here, dig in, and that would be game over. You would see a Viking cry. We don't want to see a Viking cry, okay? Again, I'm on my number 6. It's open, so it's what's considered a 6.5. I'm gonna start at the top. Look at my sideburns here. This is that square, hard line that I was talking about. That's gonna be gone by the time this little beard trim is done with, okay? But a little side note, you guys wanna make sure that you're even on both sides. So line it up with the tip of your eyes or with the top of your ears, however you like for your however long you want for it to be, okay? I blend it so it doesn't really matter, so I get it just kind of like where my ear opening starts, my canal, the ear canal. So enough talking, let's do it. Open, cutting down, nice and straight, and I can listen to the clippers. You'll hear them, and I do this all the way around. Boom. So that's it. That didn't cut very much. Again, I know that I'm gonna go shorter, but I'm exaggerating it for this video because you can always work down. Like we can start at like a 6 and work our way all the way down to a 0, 0, 0. You cannot go from a 0 to a 6 if you make a mistake, okay? So start more and then we take away little by little, okay? So now let's close that and make it an actual number 6 now as I come down. Now here, see, I'm hitting some more. And all I'm trying to do is knock out the ones that have gotten too long. And I'll get to knocking out the split ends at the bottom and stuff, okay? So that was number 6. I'm gonna pop that off, put that to the side, grab my handy comb, give it a comb through, just to knock out any of the excess hair that's chilling now. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to go to a number 5. Clipper on, open. Love that sound. You know, coming in, same thing, starting here, cutting down. You can hear it starting to hit. Boom. Notice as I'm staying with this. So if I took my face away, look, it just riding down. Don't cut while pushing in, because if you cut and push in, what's going to happen when you hit the bottom is it's going to angle. And then you're going to hack into that glorious beard that we've been trying to grow. Don't do it, okay? Develop a steady hand. Go straight down with it, straight down with it, okay? So now I'm going to grab my mirror, because I've been doing this in the camera, and I need a little, I'm not going to lie, I want better eyes on what I'm doing, because I'm not trying to mess up on camera, bro. So I'm here, cutting down. Now that I can see better, I can go a little faster. Again, don't go fast, go slow at first. I've just been doing this for a while. So now I'm going to lower it back down, right? It was open, now it's closed. So now it's an actual number 5. I'm going to hit that again, okay? So what I'm trying to do is get the hair that's closer to my cheek line, the cheekbones, to be a little lighter and cleaner, because that's the look I like. And then I'll talk about what I do with the mustache and all that in a minute, okay? I want this to be tighter to my face and the bottom to be a little bit more open, because that's what I do. And then I clean it up with styling. I don't like the bushy beard all the way around. It's just not for me. I like what I consider like kind of like a sleeker look, because I'm a sleek kind of guy. All right, boom. I'm still on the 5 closed. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Going with the grain, right? Not against it. Boom. Okay, and then I'm going to continue that process, and I'm going to hit it with the 4 until I get like this upper part. I would divide the beard maybe into like 2 main sections, right? Right here, cut the beard in half, like kind of like where the jawline is, right? My jawline is essentially right here, and this is all kind of extra. This is where the beard has now taken my jawline. I'm going to divide the bottom half and the top half. I'm trying to get the top half as smooth as possible right now, and then I will blend in the bottom half. Okay, so right now I'm just knocking in that top section, essentially. All right, so I'm going to go through the steps now. I'm going to continue that a little bit, and then I'm going to come back with you guys, okay? All right, so I actually stopped with the 5 because I kind of liked where it was going for me. So now I'm going to do some like, go on to the next part of how I now start to kind of blend in, right? So stopping, my clippers are closed, guard is off. I'm going to take my cleaning brush, and I'm going to hit these clippers, make sure they're ready. Boom, 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 boom. Like a chef sharpening his cooking knife, right? So now, take my comb again and my mirror, and I'm going to kind of comb back what I got going on here. Boom. See all this sticking out back here? Yeah, we're going to take care of that. Ooh, it ain't easy being me. It ain't easy, but it's necessary. Coming back, coming back. So now we're dividing the beard into kind of 3 parts, right? So I have from like this side of my lip on over, this side of my lip on over, and this middle section. I'm taking from this corner of my lip and brushing out, the other corner of my lip and brushing out, and that middle section I'm going to leave brushed down. And now I look like, I don't know, Mussolini or something like that. Whatever. So now my advice, if you're just starting off, when you do this section here, is you can start with your clippers all the way open, because it's going to give you kind of like a degree of safety. Then move on to where, because you can set this in the middle as well, and then all the way closed. I'm going to go with just slightly above all the way closed, because I'm not just doing this in front of a mirror, I'm actually doing this in front of the camera, and there's a chance I might just jack up my beard while I'm teaching you guys, but it's all good. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to find those strays, riding down with the teeth, okay? And all I'm going to do is lightly right against them. Boom. I don't know if you can see that there. Like I got this right here. Let's see if I can hit it here. Hold on. See if I can get a mirror where I don't jack myself up completely. Boom. I know it looks a little weird right now, but I promise you once I comb it. So I'm trying to square that off. I'm trying to make that, you can see it's square for the most part. Except for this stray up here. Gotta get rid of that. There we go. Boom. And then over time you develop an eye for this. Alright. Boom. So now I squared that off. See, this side looks all crazy. This side starting to get on point. And trust me, this is not the look I'm going for. Once I comb it down, it's going to look totally different. Okay. Now again, I've been doing this for a while, so I can switch hands, and that's what I'm going to do. So now I switched over to my other hand, and I'm going to start tapping away at this. Nice and easy. Boom. Just going for them wildlings that are hanging out there. Boom. See? Now you can see it's kind of like this weird box. Again, I'm not going to look like this at the end, I promise. It's got this weird like boxiness to it. That's what we want. So I'm going to continue that process. I'm going to kind of go around and hit the flyaways that are hanging around the face. Not touching the mustache. We're going to hit the mustache last. I'm going to hit the flyaways. Boom. That are hanging out here. Because they tend to be a little bit longer than the rest of your beard hair, and that's why they fly away. Okay, so we're gonna put some work on them. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys. Boom, there you go. Look at that. We're already starting to get in business, I think. So all I did, like I said, I continued that process all the way around, except for hitting the bottom. I just did it on the sides, trying to square this out, because that's the look I like to go for. If you want, you can round out the corners. That's not my thing. I don't like to do that. I could maybe teach you guys how to do that if you want me to. On Instagram, at BlackBelt_jitsu. I put a lot of content on there. I don't do a lot of like barber stuff, but if you guys hit me up, maybe I'll make a quick video on beard care for you guys, because I do health, wellness, fitness, and like, you know, some of my fighting stuff is on there. But anyway, so I comb this down. Boom, and then now look, I hit that out. Look how much cleaner that is already, and I haven't even touched the bottom, and I am not done yet, okay? So now I'm gonna do that same process on the bottom. Same thing. You can start open with the clippers, or we can close them. I'm gonna go just a little bit above, completely closed, and I'm going to tap gently. Don't dig into that beard, guys. I go a little quick because, you know, I've done this a long time. But I don't recommend it. You should go slow. And don't talk while you do it, because you see your beard moves. You want to be quiet and still while you do this. And we're just hitting the ends. We're not... Just a little trim. Trying to kill what's dead so that it grows back fresh. That's another thing. After you do this, your beard is going to be fresh, and it actually encourages growth. So you need to trim and keep your beard clean and well kept. You know, unless you just want to look like a grizzly. Good for you, not for me. Boom. So now I closed it all the way because I'm feeling bold. Tapping away. Use different angles. See what you want. Again, I'm going for kind of like a more squared, it's kind of like a square look, but semi-rounded. Just play with it. You see, I'm just gently catching the ends, guys. Boom, and that's pretty good. Look at that. And that's without any product or anything in it yet. I haven't faded or blended this, and I haven't touched my mustache at all yet. So, I mean, this is like 80% of it is done. Now it's really like detail work, and the detail work is really where it's going to pop. If you just want to bypass all this and hit detail work, just details are going to make your beard stand out. But I recommend doing everything, cleaning everything up, because like I said, it's going to keep it well kept. It's going to encourage new growth as long as you're using good products. Okay. Yeah, guys, and you'll just always look like real Viking savages, and that's the goal, right? So now I'm going to get into some of my cleanup.